Jupiter is the guru of the Devatas. Okay. Jupiter is masculine in nature. Jupiter is guru in the traditional sense. He's heavy. Okay. There's a certain gravity and a weight in Jupiter. Somebody who's influenced by Jupiter, the moment they sit in a room, you will understand that Jupiter is strong. So they'll not joke around and all that. It's not intimidating kind of heavy, but you feel that okay, this person knows a lot, or this person has a lot of depth in him. That is Jupiter. Jupiter is the guru of the grahas. Okay. He teaches the devatas, not just the grahas. He teaches the gods how to fight, whatever other vidyas have to be taught, etc. Is that way. He represents the Vedas and the Vedanta. He is the traditional path. Okay, completely. Jyotish and all traditionally, all under his domain, his influence. Jupiter also represents wisdom. Mercury, I had mentioned, that has the ability to learn a lot of things. But you may learn a thing, whether you are digesting it or not, that governs Jupiter. Whether you are realizing it or not. Okay, that is Jupiter's domain. Jupiter represents gold. It represents a lot of wealth. It represents banking systems. So very often clean wealth, but it's very important. Jupiter is fundamentally ethical. He doesn't like non-ethical things because it's a guru of the grahas. He will never do any shortcut business. Ethics is very important. Okay. Jupiter also, weight is there. So there are certain combinations of Jupiter. If it's present, then people tend to put on weight. There's a certain heaviness. Heaviness in their aura, heaviness also physically can happen. Okay. Jupiter becomes very strong when it is placed in Cancer, Karkata Rashi, and it becomes very weak when it's placed in Capricorn. Okay. Just the opposite of Mars. Jupiter can connect to any graha, any deity for that matter. But certain placements, depending on placements, it can represent Shiva or it can represent a very cosmic form of Vishnu. Okay, very large form of Vishnu. Jupiter can also represent a very cosmic form of Ganpati, very powerful form of Ganpati. So there are more details of it, which Stotra of Ganpati will connect to Jupiter in this form. And from the Tantric point of view, Jupiter represents Matara. Okay. So Jupiter has these characteristics. Jupiter's blessing on an individual means he'll be very deeply learned. So subjects like, I would say, for example, say physics. These are all governed by Jupiter. Or philosophy, 100% Jupiter. Without a strong Jupiter, that depth will not come. Okay. Jupiter has that they're very sincere. Jupiter doesn't like shortcuts and do numberi kaam nahi hoga Jupiter. Okay. It's very ethical, very sincere, hardworking. And Jupiter's blessing is very important to digest experiences. Correctly digest the experience. Spirituality, Jupiter plays a very important role. Whatever other grahas may be, they have their own role to play, but Jupiter plays a role in the sense that Jupiter puts you in the right path, no shortcuts, hardworking, and it helps you to finally expand and digest experiences. That's one of the key things about Jupiter. I already mentioned Matara links to Jupiter. Certain conditions of Jupiter, she has to be worshipped to bring the person out. On the negative side, Jupiter's another fundamental quality is that it expands. Jupiter likes expansion. Okay. A negative Jupiter can also bring in diseases, by the way, in an individual, like cancer and things like that. Sudden uncontrolled expansion of cells or something like that. Jupiter likes sweet things. A person's strong Jupiter, we can more or less say, will like sweet as a taste. Because of this, if Jupiter is afflicted, you may see diseases like sugar, blood sugar and things like that. These are also governed. Hormonal problems are governed by Jupiter sometimes. Okay, some kind of hormonal imbalance or things like that. In a woman's horoscope, Jupiter may govern her husband. So you can understand the basic nature of the husband by looking at the position of the Jupiter. Okay, and general wealth and wisdom and all these things are there. So it's the Deva Guru.